Good morning, everybody. Hey, I just wanted to say a few things today. First of all, thank you guys so much for watching my videos and hearing my heart. Today, I wanted to explain just a little bit about my pastor's heart. I am a pastor. I'm a street pastor, street minister, street whatever you want to call that. But basically what that means is I am an ordained pastor, but I don't minister inside the four walls of a church building. Other than that, pretty much the same thing. But a pastor is not necessarily a preacher, and a preacher is not necessarily a pastor. I happen to be a pastor who preaches, so I'm both, but not everybody is. So that being said, I do have some great pastors at Watermark, where I attend with my faith family on Sundays, and I love them very much, and they are pastors of a congregation in a building. And my mentors are pastors of a congregation, of a group inside four walls. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever, so if anyone gets any weird ideas, I just want to make sure I love and respect my pastors, my mentors, and there's definitely a need and a call for actual buildings to meet at and actual congregational gathering. That's an important part of being a Christian and an important part of the church in general. But I'm just so blessed to be called to do what I do, and I just wanted to say something about that today, that I'm just feeling so overwhelmed. I'm sitting here in a park, Duncan Woods. If anybody knows Grand Haven, they know about Duncan Woods. And it's a park, and it's full of life, and you constantly see squirrels, deer, whatever. And then just over the ridge is a cemetery, which more or less represents an entirely different thing. One is life, and one is, memorial of someone's life, but pretty much just, bones. And the contrast is very real right now from where I'm sitting. Life is something that's to be treasured and just totally embraced, and I'm doing that like crazy right now. So make sure that you check out my party, April 21st. Don't forget, got to get that plug in there. But I was thinking about how blessed I am to be a street pastor. And now let me explain that to you. If you don't already know this, which if you know me, you do, but let me just explain. I have a ministry. It's actually called Foundations. But Foundations was formed, and then Roots Above came out of that. Roots Above is the group that meets, that's mostly young people, that meets sporadically now because of my health. We don't have a regular day that we meet. So if you've seen any of the cards, it says Roots Gone Rogue. And the reason why it says that is because Roots Above couldn't meet at the same time every single week because we never knew what my health was going to do. So pray for my health. And pray for Roots Gone Rogue. We do still meet, and it's still a thriving ministry. But Roots became so busy and popular that Foundations kind of got forgotten, but it's still there. Foundations is the name of the ministry that I am the pastor of. All that being said, let me explain just quickly what that means. I am the pastor of a ministry that does not have a congregation, a denomination, or tax exempt status, whatever. I am the pastor of a group of people that's whoever I come in contact with at any time on the streets, especially when we have Roots Above or when I'm at Jumpin' Java. I work out of Jumpin' Java in Grand Haven most of the time, and they've been very gracious to me, and I love them very much. They're family, and I respect them, and they respect me, and it's a great thing. It's a good team. But I've been able to minister to so many different people because I'm not confined to four walls. But my ministry includes, and I'm just saying this as a testimony. I'm not saying this like, look at me, I'm so amazing. But I guess I'm looking back over my life and I'm just really grateful. I'm kind of melancholy about it and kind of just looking back and kind of, I don't know, just rehashing, reviewing, and loving my life. I get to minister to people that other people don't get to because I'm out there, and if I see someone sitting on the sidewalk or someone that's drunk or someone that's high or someone that's crying, I get to be there. I'm in the first line of defense. I'm right there, and I'm so blessed to be there. If someone's hungry and we get a chance to meet them, and we go back to Java, and many times it's somebody that's homeless or someone that's got addictions that's driving their life, and we get to feed them, we get to sit with them and talk to them, love on them, and show them that we care. That's what Roots Above does. That's what Foundations does. That's the ministry that I'm pastor of. Now, while I would love to have lots of volunteers, I've never been able to really get past that. It's usually just me. But it's not me because I'm Superman. It's me because God put me in a really cool place, and I get to do this. Yes. If you ever want to make donations, or if you ever want to help support our cause, we do feed homeless people. We do feed people that are in desperate situations, that are struggling, and we do help people try to find a better life. And we do help, people say it this way. I'm not sure if I like the term, but I'll just say it. We do love the unlovable, and we do reach out to those that nobody else wants to reach out to. But I'm not sure that I really like the way that's said, but that's the way people say it. So I'm just repeating that. But I'm blessed. I mean, I get to work with some of the greatest people on the planet. People that I would never ordinarily have been able to meet had I been stuck in the four walls of a building somewhere. I love what God has placed in my heart, and I love the opportunity to be here. I'm going to be writing like kind of a manifesto kind of thing that I'm going to post on Facebook soon that describes a little better what I do. I hope I get to do it another 30 years, but if for some reason something happens to me and I don't make it that long, I just really want people to understand what it is that I actually do. I've been disabled for years, but I have not been disabled from being a pastor, so I've not been disabled from doing what it is that God's called me to do. And I work really hard at trying to obey and listen. There's been a lot of mistakes along the way. There's been a lot of dumb things that I wish I could take back, but I can't. And I've asked people for forgiveness. I've asked God for forgiveness, and which we all should do. And I just push forward and do what I'm supposed to do. I do what I'm called to do. So pray for me as I continue to do the ministry that God's called me to do. And if you ever have any questions, if you ever want to sit down and talk about what it is I do, if you want to get involved, if you want to support our ministry, whatever it is, you can contact me through my Facebook. You can also contact me through the ministry, 616-312-5110. I love to hear from people. I love to talk to people about what we get to do. Like I said, it's a privilege. It's not an obligation. It's a great thing. God gave me a love for people and a love for ministry, and He's taught me so much over the years. I've been lucky. I've been blessed. I've been in a place where the favor and influence of God has been amazing. Thank you guys so much for listening. Pray for me as I pray for you, and have a great, great day, okay?